Simple past, irregular verbs. We went to San Francisco for a weekend. We took pictures of the Golden Gate. We bought souvenirs in Chinatown. We saw the famous painted houses. We rode on a cable car and we drove down a crooked street. This all happened in the past. You know, to form the past, we add ed to the verb. But look here, none of these verbs end in ed. They are irregular. Went, took, bought, saw, rode, and drove. These are all irregular verbs in the past, and this is what this lesson is going to be about. Irregular verbs don't end with ed. Here are some examples. Go, went, have, had, make, made, see, saw, eat, ate, take, took. You can see sometimes they look like the verb, sometimes they don't look like the verb. Here are these verbs in some example sentences. The students went to school at 8 a.m. They had classes in the morning. They made a model in engineering class. They saw some interesting presentations in English class. They took their lunches outside and ate at 12:15. It was a typical day at school. There are many irregular past verbs. Irregular verbs don't look like the simple form. Sometimes they look almost the same, but sometimes they look completely different. You can see from this list that there are no rules to learn. You just have to learn them as you learn English. In this lesson, we will look at some of the irregular verbs and put them in groups to help you see some spelling patterns. These verbs end with EW in the past. Know, knew, fly, flew, grow, grew, draw, drew, and blow, blew. Let's look at them in some sentences. It was Kate's birthday last week. Her parents knew she wanted a party. Her little brother drew her a picture. Her big brother flew home from college. She blew out the candles and made a wish. These verbs have an O in the past. Drive, drove, ride, rode, wear, wore, win, won, and break, broke. The family went to the county fair last summer. They drove the bumper cars. Allie rode the horses on the merry-go-round. Her brother wore funny sunglasses. Her father won a prize when he broke a balloon with a water gun. These verbs have a UGHT ending in the past. Think, thought, buy, bought, catch, caught, teach, taught, and bring, brought. You can see that sometimes it's OUGHT, sometimes it's AUGHT. Here are some sentences. Tanner went fishing last month. He bought a new fishing pole. He brought all of his equipment. He waited a long time. He thought there were no fish. Finally, he caught a fish. After that, he taught his friend how to fish so they could fish together. These verbs have an A in the past. Sing, sang, drink, drank, run, ran, give, gave, swim, swam. The friends did a triathlon together. First, they swam 1.5 kilometers. Then they rode 40 kilometers. People gave them water. They drank a lot. Finally, they ran 10 kilometers. They were so happy to finish that they sang a song. Maybe they were too tired to sing. These verbs end with a T in the past. Spend, spent. Build, built. Keep, kept. Feel, felt. Sleep, slept. Leave, left. The family spent the day at the beach. Sam and Katie built a sandcastle. They collected many seashells, but Sam just kept one. Katie felt tired, so she slept for a while. They stayed at the beach all day. They left at sunset. These verbs don't change in the past. Cut, cut. Put, put. Read, read. Now, look, the spelling is the same, but the pronunciation is different. Read in the present and read in the past sounds like the color red. Read, read. Fit, fit. Cost, cost. Helena made a dress for her niece. First, she read the directions. The fabric cost a lot. She put the fabric on the table, then she cut it. Helena was very happy because the dress fit her niece perfectly. There are many irregular verbs in the simple past. This list shows a lot of them, but there are more. You learn them as you learn English.